Hello everybody, and welcome to the latest World of ZZT livestream. Today is January 15th, and that means it is ZZT's birthday today. And so, for the day, I put out a poll asking which of the original worlds to play for this year. Town excluded, because that's what we did last year. And our winner was City. A good choice. So today, you're not going to be playing Town. You're going to be playing City, which City of ZZT, Underground City of ZZT. It's not particularly underground, but that's okay. This is the fourth of the four original worlds. It's hard to say for sure if they were actually created in that order, given what we know about this game and the soft disk publishing and all that. But this one is likely, it seems like the last. It's definitely the most advanced of the four, while still being very much a classic original ZZT styled game. Designed and developed by Tim Sweeney. This is commercial software. Do not copy it. You're allowed to copy it these days. But that wasn't always the case. You had to fork out some money for this one. And we are just in time. Oh my god. Please let me click the button. Okay, yes, we got an entire city here. It's quite the city. They've gotten rid of our spam bot, oh boy. Title screen is also like neat. I don't know what that background is. Just cool parallelogram, I suppose. But here we are. We're gonna check out this city. Good font on the title screen also. Look at that fancy Y. Yeah, Metro billboard, that would track. Alright, let's see what this one's all about. City of ZZT, an epic mega games production. One of the few ZZT companies that actually went somewhere. Hang on, 1 second. Is that... Obviously this is a me problem, but... Okay, no, it just sounded like the scroll sound was entirely coming from the left side of my headset there, but apparently not. Okay. I just wanted to hear that scroll sound like 5 times to be sure. Alright, the City of ZZT. Welcome to the City of ZZT, home of smog, crime, and endless bureaucracy. As you might guess, your goal is to escape from the city. How do you go about this? You'll have to figure this one out yourself. Good luck in the city, and remember, it's a jungle out there. So this is the one of the original worlds, the only one to not be a purple key collectathon. There will be a purple key, but it's not get 5 keys and go. We don't even know what our goal is. I'm going to try and do things a little differently. I think every single time I have played this game for my entire life, I have started by going downtown. I'm going to see what happens if I take things in a different direction. We've got a pawn shop in the City Hall. We can't get into City Hall right away, and we don't have any money to do much at the pawn shop, so we'll come back to those a little later. Uh-oh. Sorry for your ZZT birthday spill. From other posts I have seen this morning, apparently today is also the anniversary for a Doctor Who airing and for when the events of Final Fantasy IX take place. I didn't think they would have the concept of January, but apparently they do. I'm just going to go nuts with this order. I'm just going to go directly to the right here. We're going to start off with the Atrium. I love this board. I think this is probably my favorite board in City, honestly. We need a lot of keys, and there are a lot of bullets. We don't have any ammo, but even if we did... Yeah, we can't even generate the message. You are not allowed to shoot on this board. I am also playing this in Vanilla 3.2, and not using Solid HUD. Partially because, you know, it's the authentic experience, and also because I was so far behind on my stream, I still have the... Oop! Ouch. The sidebar set up for ZZT streams, where I have the entire screen on sidebar on display there. Ah! It's also a meme board, though. But I think this board does a good job of doing a lot with very little. It's just one spinning gun and some ricochets, and it creates this very complicated board to navigate. All these keys. I'm not a big fan of the giant blob of doors, where if you do make a misstep, it is possible to just soft lock the game, as it is very easy to do in a lot of old ZZT worlds. City is also pretty notable compared to the others in that it actually gives you a ton of gems, so health is much less of a concern than the others. The other games are very much like a war of attrition to keep your health high enough that you can actually make it to the end without driving yourself nuts. I don't want to go from that side. Always want to go over here. Alright, one last key. I'm gonna grab those gems down there. It's also just a fun shape. This is a nice example of something in a city being turned into a gameplay element too. A lot of the boards in town are just kind of things. There's a castle, there's lakes, there's a rube board. This is like, no, there's fountains in cities. This is a thing. They usually don't have a dozen locked doors, but, well, hey, 1,000 point bonus. Good job, us. Now we get to do the rat race. I've never started this board with no ammo, and I already regret my decisions because these lions are actually cooperating quite nicely. Really nicely. I have to risk shooting a gem. Oh yeah, I don't have solid HUD here, so we can't see the board titles. Most of them are pretty sensible. Was it the Atrium or the rat race here that's titled BSing? Also, immediately after complimenting City on having boards based on, like, locations in cities, we get to this thing. So I guess this is the BSing. City is also weird. We don't know it yet. You wouldn't know it going this way, but those torches down there are pretty much the only torches in the game, and it turns torches into, like, a critical resource to find to be able to complete it. I am limited to one shot here. These tigers start cooperating, though. Well, okay. There's... Yes, we will be getting a lot of yellow keys, apparently. I think at this point, Tim has also realized the mistakes he has made in some of the previous games with key colors. Dungeons has, like, the famous example where you get a purple key as soon as you start going north, and if you go through, like, and you use it on that board, and if you go through, like, 5 more boards, your reward is a purple key to open one of the gates at the front of the dungeon. Yeah, you also get a real sense of Sweeney's ideas on what cities are like. He doesn't quite seem to be a big fan. I mean, yeah. Oh, was he commuting by bus? I did not know that. I know he went to school in Maryland. I'm just gonna shoot one of these gems. Bears do the work for me. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, it is definitely a negative look at a city. Especially City Hall in particular. It's the town life apparently is a little bit better. We really do have some of the darker, I guess, locations. I mean, yeah, we are trying, leave. We do not want to be here. And, yeah, invite whoever you like. Give me more eyeballs. Especially, I mean, this is a very good introduction to ZZT, these games. Any of the originals, especially. Now we get this fun trap. I like this. This is good design here. We have to crush a gem, because if we just let the bomb explode, it's just going to blow them all up. And then we have to run our own little rat race here to get away in time. Which isn't too difficult. Let's see if I can... I don't know if that's going to actually reach. It might reach like one bear. Wow, actually. Okay, that was funny. It took out the one bear, but then since there was a breakable wall, the other bear like walked into it and destroyed itself. New gameplay mechanic. Alright, we need to... Well, I guess this part's a little weaker, because the key is just blocking the danger here for the most part. That part kind of defeats itself. Happy birthday, ZZT. One day I'll make you a cake. But... it is my partner's birthday in 2 days. So I have to make... if I make ZZT a cake, I have to make him a cake. And then I'm making 2 cakes. It feels rude to make him share a ZZT cake. I've considered cookies. I think it would be easy to just ice them with something. No, what happened was the last time I visited my family, they had like a screen print of a board drawn in ZZT that said like "Happy Birthday, my name" on it, which was very cute. But with something like cookies, you can just excuse me, just ice them. Add some lines. Add some gems. Draw whatever on there. Oh boy, wow. We are... Well, I said this game was generous with health. I don't think it's going to be that generous. And when I say it's generous, I mean in comparison. It's not good to be down to 50 already. Alright, what other weird order can I do this in? Now entering ZZT Park. Enjoy your visit, but please don't feed the lions. Oh, that's cute. Purple key earrings. I like the use here of low intelligence lions. It's far more threatening. We've seen way too many games doing like wildcard streams of unpreserved stuff where you get this big open space like this and a whole bunch of enemies, but they all just make a beeline for the player, so you just kind of stand there and just whittle them down. With here, it's just a bit scarier. Oh boy. One more shot, please. There we go. Alright, well, what does every park in the city have? An old bum, apparently. Got any gems for the poor? It's getting mighty cold these days. What happens if you say no? I've always been so nice to this guy, because why shouldn't I be? Does he shoot you? I think he shoots you. No, he just... Well, he tries to shoot you, okay. And he calls you a tyrant. Yeah, I mean... This is a... rough one. Alright, we'll give him some gems. And he'll say thanks. And you'll think you did a good deed and got nothing for it. And yet, there's unfortunately more to this bum than meets the eye. And it's not great. You can check out the park proper. I guess this is just the other park. It's a big park. Yes, we need to shoot the bum to progress through the game. It is mandatory. Unfortunately. Like the opening scroll says, it's a jungle out there. Excuse me. So the park is, I guess, just a fun layout. This game is very lion heavy also, I'm realizing. It's kind of just a mess. There's the infamous ZZT sign, and anybody who's played this game knows what the deal is with that, but we're playing in lore, so we know nothing, and have reached a mysterious dead end. What does it do in that game? I'm only just familiar with ZZT as, like, a phrase. Go to jail. It warps you back to base. That's useful. I also get some fun stuff here. I just think interesting design choices. We are going into jail, of course. And we are just using forest to block us off. Welcome to the jail. There's no escape. Maximum security. There's this whole thing. One of a few puzzles. The city is a bit lighter on those, I think, overall. There's a big red X and a big red O. Are there any hints to... I mean, I guess... Well, the part on the left also exposes normal walls. Is there any hint that this secret is here? I guess I say this every time I play this, and then I go here. I'm like, oh yeah, the hint is that when you get to the closet in normal gameplay, you can see this X and O and make that connection. It's quite the city. You found an Easter egg. 1,000 points. That was the room of no real purpose. And the closet. There's another board here where we cannot shoot. We gotta play a puzzle game. The puzzle itself isn't a bad idea. I like the idea here. What we need to do is set loose one of these pushers and get a bomb out. And then use the boulders to push the bomb where it needs to be before lighting it. But it gets pretty tedious. This is definitely the kind of puzzle that, if you know what to do, you're just gonna do it. And now you need quite a few bombs to get there. Egg on a pillow. That's a good interpretation. You can speed it up a little bit. You can kind of use the second slider and go for like 2 at once. But that's still like a bit awkward even. This puzzle needs something. I'm not sure what. I think it just needs to have all those breakables shifted up towards the top more, so you don't also have to like move it down into the side. explosives in this city. And you know, I was complaining about health earlier, but we're already pretty much back to normal. And thankfully, you don't need every one of these bombs. But at the same time, if you do, like, screw this up the first time when you're not really thinking it through, it's usually pretty difficult to recover, really. No healthcare, just... I mean, they do have gems just lying on the ground in a lot of places. I think we can get this in one at this point. If we actually, like, shift it up a bit instead of going from the center. Yeah, the fact that this is text is probably the biggest part of its success. I mean, if it wasn't text, so much of what people do with ZZT relies on the fact that you can reinterpret these characters so easily. You can call this bomb whatever you want to call it for an explosive device. I'm always talking about, like, theming when I'm playing other unpreserved stuff on Sundays usually. I enjoy when... Oh, we got them all. I wasn't even looking. But yeah, 2 extra bombs. So there's some room for error, which is also another, like, change of pace from, say, Town, where I think every puzzle is either you get it right or you restart. But yeah, even if these had tiles relevant to, like, a town in a city, if it was, like, prison... If the doors looked like prison doors or something, that just means, well, it's harder to use them as anything else. Welcome to the headache room. I like this board. This is how you make a good maze. Isn't this annoying? No. It's fun. Because it's fast. You just kind of mash your way through it if you want. Oh, I'm doing a very bad job of navigating. There we go. No, not that one. Oh dear. I'm getting old. I need to get left, that's what it is. Go the long way around. I have no notes for this board. This is probably, like, great for a speedrun, too. Nobody's ever done a speedrun of this one, I don't think. I wanted to. Because technically, you can skip all the torches. And that means we wouldn't have to do the atrium or the rat race, but then good luck. Yeah. Layering over that beautiful transporter sound. We're really gonna put this alert system to the test, though, here. Thank you, I guess. One more key. Let me actually just route this out. No. See? That was fun. I enjoyed it. Now we get to the maximum security area. Good background here. Fun use of color, huh? It looks nice. What flag is this? The ZZT Bandit speaks. Yeah, the ZZT Bandit has kind of taken on a life of her own these days, to the point that we're calling her her instead of considering them ambiguously gendered. We're like, no, we like their Modern interpretation. Thanks. You have rescued me again. Take this green key. See that callback to town. It unlocks the door to my hideout. If you haven't discovered my hideout yet, talk to Dr. Bob. He'll give you directions. Yeah, these games always have, like, a little bit of humor to them, too, which is nice. Also, she apparently could have just left whenever. A very strange idea of maximum security. I mean, get some more interesting Tim Sweeney NPCs here. Quiere usted? Este juego ZZT es muy aburrido. Si podré comprender estas palabras, usted sabría que el programador de ZZT no escribe español correctamente. Which, if I remember right, basically translates to, the programmer doesn't really know Spanish. I hope this is okay. What is this jerk? What's your deal? Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. Go away. It's just fun little detail. You can interact with these awful prisoners. Surprisingly, they don't get any a description of their crimes. The ZZT Bandit has like a whole write-up in town. It's the mysterious go away. All that to get a green key. Oh, we don't even know what it's for. There's a lot of jails in these games. We do have some money, so let's check out the pawn shop now. Here's our broker. And there's a nice little pile of items off to the side that you can't get. How you doing? Here's how my little shop works. You bring me gems, and I'll give you supplies in return. So this is the other game besides Town that actually has a store. So gems do actually have a purpose in this one, beyond just giving you health directly, but they're going to have another purpose, so you don't want to spend all your money. The ammo price is reasonable, at least. 5 gems, 20 shots, that's okay. I mean, we got like 30 bullets now, like, I will buy that. The health is a lot less so, though. 50 gems for just one extra hit is not much. And this is a game where we will need to have like hundreds of gems to be able to complete it. So if you are buying this health, you are... I don't even know how many you can buy. You can probably only buy health like 2-3 times maybe before you put your game in an unwinnable state, which is not good. And the advice for 20 gems is also not good. We're going to do the classic streamer tradition of saving our game and then loading it after looking at all the advice. 20 gems, man. That's... You need advice. Ask away. Well, how do you get into City Hall? You need a pass. There's a bum in the park who can help you out. He's a little cranky, though. You may need to coax him a little, which is a very gentle way of saying, shoot the bum. What about the train station? People are always asking this. You need a ticket and an ID card. You can get one from the ZZT Bandit, but you'll have trouble locating her. She's in jail. The mayor can help with the other. And if you can't find any torches, there are indeed torches hidden outside of City Hall. You must explore all this area to find them. It's not... Some of it's not that great of advice. I'm actually 1 gem short, aren't I? Yeah, well, we gotta show off the last feature of the pawn shop, which is the bug and or feature, where if you spend 20 gems on the advice, and then you don't pick anything, it gives you 30 gems back. And I'm just assuming that's just a bug. the implication of just maybe it was originally going to be 30 gems, and Tim said, no, that's too much. But the code did not get updated, or the code was just typoed somewhere. Long story short, you can get infinite money slowly but surely, so if you do want to buy health, you can technically do that way. But then a few years ago, we found the soft disk version of this game, the Worlds of ZZT release instead of ZZT, where it was ZZT City. And that one actually turned it into a feature. There's some text somewhere that specifically mentioned, like, if you're clever, you can even find a way to, like, rip off the broker at the pawn shop. And it even, like, adjusts the amount. Like, you got more extra gems doing this. Hey, 69, nice. So that's another, I guess, technically a strategy there. I mean, if you're speedrunning, you don't really have to pick up gems beyond 20. You can just do advice for the rest of them. I don't know if that's faster, but probably for at least some of them. That's the pawn shop. We're never going to go there again. Now there's all this free ammo if you go this way. I think this is why I've just gone left every time, because now we have plenty of it. Now entering downtown ZZT. Watch out for muggers and stay away from the infamous Dr. Bob. Weird sign, eh? Every time. Welcome to downtown. This is another board that I really like. This is what I'm talking about, though, with enemies with the intelligence cranked up. They will just politely line up for you. And since the game gives you so much ammo on the previous board, you just shoot them. This board looks very good. It's got good colors. I like to interpret the white border as like a sidewalk. It's got a city feel to me. I guess these are just tiny little buildings on the streets you get to go inside. Full of muggers, which are lions. Yeah, this one is playable in Tor. I do remember that. See, I don't want to shoot my gems, but I do have infinite gems if need be. I'm a little overly cautious here. And I like how also a lot of these pockets are optional. You only need one of these keys and you can just start going towards the end. Oh, well, there goes one gem. So much for a maximum score run. Although that would have been lost as soon as I got hit by something. See, but just gems on the streets. This building, I guess, is infested with centipedes. It's got a bug problem. So I guess actually, if they're called the lions are called muggers here, I guess they're muggers everywhere else. I guess the park is just a really dangerous place. And you get to go into Dr. Bob's hideout, politely labeled. Twice. A fun little action board that gets some fun puzzle elements. This nice little introduction. So like, hey, you can press these buttons multiple times. Great sound effects. And yeah, this is game number 4 of several thousand, effectively, with how many games people have been making over the years. These past 32 of them. It is a good board. I need that to be open. It's colorful. It's engaging. It's a little more involved than just shooting things with these buttons and switches. You can politely leave some of those centipedes alone. It's got squares. These centipedes, not so much. Oh, actually, maybe in this case. And yeah, yellow keys are definitely the disposable keys. One per board. One set per board. Which of these buttons? Oh, actually, I should get those gems up top. Gotta have my gems. This board's also got the very classic ZZT shading of just normal walls filled with breakables behind them. Oh, I can get this one too. I actually set this up pretty well. Just gotta find whatever button will let me get into that door, which I think is this one. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. I believe that last one will open up the final path to Dr. Bob. Yep. Fantastic. Good board. I like the multiple ways you have to navigate it. I like this one. What's happening, adventurer? Let me tell you about the secret trail in the park. You can find the trail to the immediate left of Zizzy. Happy trails, dude! Such is the infinite wisdom of Dr. Bob. Love Dr. Bob. Very good character. I will not shoot Dr. Bob. Nobody really reacts to being shot in this game unless they need to be. What a horrible thing to say. How the hell I get out of here? That's the real challenge. Even when you think you're done with this board, there's still more. There we go. Although, one downside to City, I know Town does a pretty good job of making it quick to backtrack through some boards like this. Like the forest boards to the east just have a transporter path. Like, I mean, I guess the player might skip these pockets until later. I don't know. I feel like there should be something there still. I'm gonna go to the train station early, just so we can see what we're looking at. Train! There's the train station, as you can see. You need an ID card to board. That's another thing. You can also go pretty far in this game before really knowing what you need to do. Sorry, you must have a train ticket to board the train. If you don't have a ticket, contact your travel agent. Strangely enough, you don't remember having a travel agent. And does anybody in chat have a travel agent? Probably not. There's probably some. I think it's probably not a particularly lucrative field. Alright, we're gonna head back to the park. Bust open these keys. But as nice as we are, the only option is violence. Don't shoot me. I can help. Alright, alright. you give me 20 gems, I can give you a pass to City Hall. And this is our first of several bribes in this game. That's how it is in the city, apparently. Bum hands you a piece of plastic with this inscription. City Hall, admit 1. Oh man, that's actually a good idea for a cottage industry. Gate got me watching Defunct Lands these past few months. I think we started with the Fast Past episode, but now we've just been like combing through everything. It's been very good. Alright, here's the Zizzy. Here's the secret behind the Zizzy. It's the hideout, and we already have the keys. Keep out. This is the bad guys' territory. Nobody may enter without the keys of Dr. Bob and their ZZT bandit. This poor typo that lives on. Actually, because I think the last time I did play City on a stream was the World's ZZT version. I'm curious if they fixed that typo. I'm going to look this up very quickly right now. Secret Park. Scroll. Nope. Okay, that typo did not get fixed. There's a few little bits of cleanups. I'll actually have to remember, I didn't even show off the downtown issue. I forgot about that. Okay, into the hideout, through the security lasers, whole bunch of free stuff. We also get to see an instance of the die move bug here. If we wait for these blink walls to turn off, you can see how nicely lined up they are. We'll take the ticket with the lasers off. And it causes one of them to move. And it took us a good, probably close to 30 years before anybody like figured out what the heck was going on with that. Long story short is stat order is very important. It winds up executing code effectively, and it sees that it's the direction of the blink wall is the direction that would be used for an object to walk, and so it takes a step as if it were an object. It's not very practical, but you can do some weird stuff with it. Alright, so we are through the park. We have conquered the atrium. We've freed everybody from prison. ZZT bandit and otherwise. And about all that's left is to take a big stretch before entering City Hall. I will do that. I have stretched. I will also mention that Gate is working today, a short shift, and will probably barge in at some point, at which point I will just quickly run an ad break. Alright, welcome to ZZT City Hall, established 1991. Now I think I'm going to actually quit out here. Does demo say? Yeah. So demo's title screen still says 1990. So I'm very curious when specifically all these were made. Because even if it was released in 1991, it doesn't necessarily mean it was started and finished in that time. I have no idea how long these would have taken to make. I mean, this one being the last one, that's why it has so many objects, honestly. I'm just curious how much of ZZT's rules were still in flux when like Town was being made. Welcome to City Hall. You must be new around here. Where do you wish to go? Elevator, processing department, executive washroom. City Hall also has a bug infestation, actually, now that I think about it. And you can see Tim really likes these moving walls in this game, especially. Here's the washroom. Here is the most famous toilet in ZZT. There you have it. No sink, can't wash your hands. No door. No nothing. Let's head to processing. And, you know, like any city, there's a robot. You're in the processing department. Oh, okay, you can't press all those things. Yeah, I gotta find out what the deal is with the 3D talk engine redeem. Alright, let's power up this baby and see what we can do here. Robot activated. Great sound design. We get what is considered to be ZZT's first engine, essentially. You got buttons to control whether this guy moves or shoots. We gotta clear out a bit of a mess. Now, objects can't actually shoot these centipedes. Their bullets don't count for whatever reason. Which means they're just kind of there to get in the way. But this is another fun board. I do like... Oop, come on, move there. There's no real danger, but it's fun to do this, at least for a little bit. I think 3 keys is a healthy number. Oh man, we're crushing those centipedes. Never mind, we can deal with them. Brute force. There's also a very small chance that one of them will, like, wander out to shoot here. Oh, I almost got him. There is, of course, the danger. If you push the key all the way up against the wall, you're not getting it back down. I guess I should open the door. I like the use of the line walls here. I like the little door trim. Looks nice. There's a lot of just... I don't even know how you would describe it. Just the architecture in these games is just... all these little choices that just make it look slightly nicer. Just like this little pocket here. The fact that to the right it's not filled in. I don't know why it's not filled in, but it gives it a look. And then similarly, the hallway up top, it's like at one part it gets wider walls. I don't know why, but it does, and it makes it, I guess, just more visually interesting. Why art, I guess, is the question I'm asking. Boulders are nice and colorful. The yellow and blue is a good look. Alright, we're getting our last key out the door here. I didn't open the second door. Oh, goodbye, centipede. We're squashing these bugs. And we can even say hello to our robot friend. Can't interact with them directly, unfortunately. Can't kiss the robot. Can't shoot the robot. Not that you should. Can't even say thanks. I'll just let them hold the fort here. And we can carry on. Caution! Do not enter this room without a torch, unless you want to die, because it is dark and full of monsters. So like I was saying earlier with the idea of speedrunning this game, you don't need torches, but you kinda do. This is really rough without them. In addition to bears, there's also some invisible walls. It's very easy to lose a ton of health here if you're trying to do this in the dark. And if you're trying to do this game fast, you're picking up like the minimum number of gems. Anyways, that gets us the key to the mayor's office. We're gonna meet the person in charge of this mess of a city. Eventually, at least. And here in the cute little storage room, suddenly it's green outside. Or, I don't even know if that's supposed to be outside, but as soon as I see green, I'm just like, ah yes, this is outside of the building. This scroll intentionally left blank. There's a lot of good scrolls in this one. That should be one of the scrolls. I gotta go back and add some more to that. I need a better system for how and when to update that. Alright, that is the processing department. And the storage room. What was the, I always forget what's above here. I said it was the key to the mayor's office, but this is not the mayor's office up here. Ah. Okay, it's the closet, the room with no real purpose. And a replacement key, so we can continue on our way. So that's just for the folks that remember that there is a door there. You get a little reward. Yeah, those ones do go in order. I was just looking like, I mean, that's really common to just go in order there, but then these centipedes aren't. Well, no, I guess, yeah, they still are. They're just not starting with blue. But there's no green. I wonder why. Anyways, here's the elevator, which is so cool that it has its own copyright, credited to the wrong company, the Potomac Computer Systems, the pre-Epic games, pre-Epic Mega Games. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would blend in a little bit, but that's never stopped anybody. This board has some history, though. Well, I already missed the elevator, so I guess we have time to talk. This is a showpiece board for sure. Let's look at what objects can do. You can make elevators. But all it really does is it makes this board very tedious, unfortunately. But if you go back and you look at Tor, the elevator board is included there. And it has enemies on this board, which appear to have been removed from the final product. Because you can, if they get into the elevator, like, they can actually kind of like gum it up and really break things. So instead, this board is just completely empty. It's just elevator. Now we get to go through quite a few of these boards. The spa is... This is what life is like for the elites at City Hall. They have their own spa. There's the great ZZT sign, the trick, the oh-oh, and the oof. Lots of good stuff. Yeah, I'm actually curious. I think we saw... When we... Actually, quite recently. Speaking of Worlds of ZZT as in the soft disk version. Oh. Well, that shouldn't 500 air. But we also recently found the town version of ZZT's town. I think the text file has... No, it's not there. Somewhere there was also like a text file. Apparently it was possible to like break the game in some way. I think the elevator was that. This is a fun puzzle board that unfortunately you can very easily cheat on. But it's a cool board. I like this board. This is a good puzzle. You guys get to play with some ricochets a bit. Of course, we can do it legit like this. Hit that button mid-shot. There's an exploit, yeah. You can very easily cheese this board. Watch. Yeah, somebody actually did figure out, oh, goodness, what's his name? Was it Deceased Crab? Was it Raocow? It was somebody whose Let's Plays I watched in, like, 2007. But anyways, we just took out the first one here, and we can just go here and shoot the second one directly. Psychedelic Eyeball, that's the one. There's a lot of Let's Players these days. But if you shoot that, then you can go over here and shoot this one, go over here and shoot this one. You only need to clear the top one, and then you can just take them all out. And just a little oopsie. But doing it legit is, I mean, it's fun. I like this puzzle. And you can screw this puzzle up, though. That pusher down there will block off this one here. So the order somewhat matters. I think this should actually be the last shot. Well, I guess we need two, because we're getting rid of both breakables. Whoop. Wrong row. So there's that one cruel part. But even so, it doesn't stop you from shooting the top one, and if you can get the top one, you can just shoot them all yourself. So you can't actually get stuck here, which is nice. There's a little secret alternative solution. Ah, yeah. Well, we'll come back. Oh, I'm gonna miss the elevator. I hate this board. I'm sorry. Showing off ZZT's power of making elevators and how it ruins things. But you know what? That's kind of the ZZT way. It's making things that are cooler to look at than to play. Oh, some music would be great for this, actually. I would have loved some proper elevator music. Alright, we gotta get rid of these keys. That's the elaborate setup for some bullets. The mayor does not want to be disturbed. Clearly. Maybe I did. I don't know where I graduated from anymore. Okay. I gotta go. Wait patiently to go to the spa again. This wouldn't be so bad if there was just like a button or something in each of these to like direct the elevator manually. It's the fact that it's entirely automatic. The Dose Cats license plate was good. It was a good tweet. I guess the red guy is the elevator operator. I think that's who I'm supposed to be mad at here. I gotta wait for it again. all this is just sending messages. Nice little set pattern over and over again. Okay. Can you shoot on this board? No, okay. So the only way to deal with those bullets is to get hit by them. Well, like that. And at least the go away guy is now free. There we are. Oh, right. I guess we probably should use our next key. Good sounds on this board, that's for sure. This one, though, I mean, the entire middle section is just kind of avoidable. City of ZZT, Mayor's Office. Alright, so we need 2 more cyan keys. No purple. Nothing, no purple keys here. Back to the quiet elevator. Very slow elevator. And, you know, it's this whole like open-ended part of the game where you can do these rooms in any order you like, but you're just gonna go wherever that elevator takes you. That's the order you're playing them in. Caution! Do not enter maintenance area without torch. Room is dark. Now, this one doesn't mention wanting to die. This is the real room you want the torches for, because it's rough. It's a messy room. There's a lot of garbage everywhere. You can kind of make a run for it. Are these muggers? Are these lions? Neither of which should really be in City Hall, IMO. Gems, which I think are more for health than anything else. There's a mean part with tigers behind water. Alright, that went okay. Actually, maybe? Can I keep it up? Okay, I got a boulder. Now I just kind of run and hope. There we go. So that wasn't too bad. And like, you can do that without torches. The boulder is gonna deal with all the enemies that get in front of you, at least. But it's very much luck. And if you don't have enough health, then there's not really anything you can do. Alright, now we gotta wait. Can't go here yet because we got our key already. This is where using flags probably would have been preferable, rather than actual doors. I mean, of course you... Well, actually, yeah, you really could just use different colored doors at this point, because in order to get here, you have to do everything else. City Hall is always the last part you get to. One more. And I mean, if you really want to, you can just tank these bullets, because then you have a safe route for every other time. It's a lot of routing. It's all because of this dang elevator. Alright, now I need to wait for the red passage. That's another thing, Lord help you if you forget which of these you've done. It is not fun to miss an elevator cycle. Our final challenge, I don't know what this is. It's good, it's fun, it's engaging gameplay. We won't know until we try to talk to that yellow smiley over there, but we have to get all the gems. It's a very chaotic looking board, there's a lot moving at all times. And yeah, I mean, you can just save time and shoot them if you want, if you're willing to forgo the points and health and gem. Gems give you a lot of things, actually. But also, this is a room where I'm probably going to take a lot of damage, and so I do want that little bit of extra health when I can get it. But it's usually worth it to just blast away when you're opening up one of these rooms. Are these like cubicles? I don't... What's this room called, actually? We talked about the BSing room. What is this? Mayor's interns. Overworked and underpaid. Ah, this is the affordable housing of the city, then. Okay. Plenty of ammo that I don't really need. This game does give you a lot of ammo. Like, if you go left first, you do not have to worry about ammo for the entire game, really. Alright, at this point, I'm just gonna... These last few of these, it's called L of 2. Well, that's nothing. Thank you for looking that up for me. Proceed. Sorry, we missed the "you must get all the gems" message or whatever. Did that guy make the key noise? I'm sorry, it's too late. I touched the guy. I wasn't thinking. Alright, just gotta wait for this elevator. One last trip to the mayor's office, and then one last trip out. I wonder if some of those boards were just kinda, just like, odds and ends, like scrapped material. Because if this is the 4th game, surely there's been some stuff that didn't get used or just wasn't working quite how we wanted it to at the time. Because those are also some of the more abstract boards. They can just really be in any game. To some extent, like, I'd believe that with some of these things. Oh yeah, 100 health. 100 health, 255 gems. Alright. Let's meet the mayor. Welcome to the city of ZZT, my fellow citizen. This is the town of over 1,000 exciting things to do, including the world's largest ball of string, the ZZT Senior Citizens Rap Choir, and many other exciting tourist attractions. See, there's obviously cool stuff in this city, but we just go to jail instead. Like, I want to see this rap choir. I want to see the largest ball of string. Of course, you can't leave the city unless you have an ID card, but I can't help you with that. Unless you want to help with my re-election campaign. And where the bum asked us for 20 gems for a bribe, the mayor wants 100 gems. Honestly, I think your first playthrough of City isn't going to be all that much longer than mine. If you know ZZT's elements, like if you're not surprised by bombs being bombs and things, it really doesn't take long. We've been going for a little over an hour. And I think that's probably what it would take for most folks. Honestly, probably under 2 hours. I forget how long. How long did it take Psychedelic Eyeball to get through? Yeah, this I think is the easiest of the original worlds too, which is a big part of why it was my favorite as a child. I've come to realize that my favorite in any series when I was young basically amounts to the one I could play the most of. There's probably some game design philosophy to be learned there. Oh, I mean, this one lets you buy health. Although, again, to be fair, like, I didn't buy health, I bought ammo once, and I've got enough gems to buy health 3 times. How many games have I played? At this point, it's probably in the hundreds, honestly. I've been doing these streams now for, like, 5 years at least, I think. So it's basically at least 1 a week. The Sunday wildcard streams are usually 4 at a time. And that's not counting the years and years of just playing whatever growing up. I think Gate's home. Hang on. No, that might have been our neighbors. Nope, not Highgate. Usually he sends me a message when he's leaving work. Just in general. I have yet to get one. I figure today he definitely would because he has been pointing out that he is probably going to interrupt the stream. 10 points for 50 gems, though. Excuse me. Not a good deal. Thank you for the follow, Hans. But yeah, that's we're done here, really. We've got our ID card and our train ticket. The only thing left to show off is this part of downtown. You'll notice I'm hugging the right wall, and I can't leave the board. This is, yes, I'm just playing this on regular 3.2 today. If you hug the left wall, it lines up, but this is not wide enough. Actually, no, this one goes... No. I'm guessing maybe this sidewalk, as I've been calling it, wasn't always here originally, because there's 2 tiles over here. Those ones block it. But at the same time, it doesn't extend 2 in this direction. Or yeah, that actually could have been the case. It could have been a fake wall. There's no... Yeah, there's no real reason why it couldn't. I mean, it makes the halls slightly wider, but that's not really a big deal on this board. Oh yeah, I've been doing this for quite a while. But yes, every Sunday at noon and Friday at 6, both Pacific times, I do some ZZTing. And here we are. Yes, just in time for the finale, unfortunately. It's time to get our reservation here. Thanks for traveling ZZT Railways. Enjoy your trip. And I really do love... Yeah, that's also true. There's no final challenge. Everything else, there's something else. You think you've got all the keys. But I do love that this one does. It still ends with a purple key. I think that's really cute. Happy trails. That even though Tim has sort of realized the fact that you can do more with objects I don't have to use exclusively the built-ins. You can do some coding. That he did put in that one last key. Nope. No real ZZT multiplayer stuff. There's a few like really janky things like mini games people have done over the years, but nothing elaborate as far as regular ZZT goes. You need like more advanced clones for that kind of stuff. Alright, let's hit the road. Heck of a day in the city, eh? Now we finally get to relax and go on home. This lovely train. A repurposed elevator. I do love, though, that it does build up speed like this. It starts chugging. Train comes to a halt. It did not go very far. Now our true reward, the ZZT pub. That's what I should have called the Discord. Pub. You have escaped the city of ZZT. Congratulations, brave adventurer. And whoever that guy is, he's, I guess, important. Congratulations, 10,000 point bonus. Yeah, like, this definitely ends with a date. That's the only way I can see it. Congratulations, we've made it out of the city. Let me buy you a drink. We're gonna get to talking, and who knows? Could be the start of a beautiful relationship. Game over. Press escape. That's my high score for the year. 15,000. This one also doesn't have any scores. I think Town is the only one that comes with a high score file, unfortunately. And there we have it. That was City of ZZT for ZZT's 32nd birthday. It looks like, oh, don't worry, you don't gotta tell me to stretch now, stream's over. I think we got a few new faces here, so let me just make sure to do the plugin. If you are interested in trying out some ZZT games for yourself, the museum here is the place to go. It is home of the several thousands of third-party ZZT worlds people have made over these past 32 years now. And the vast majority of which you can play directly in your browser as well if you don't really want to commit to downloading and setting ZZT up. It's not a difficult process. There's a bajillion different little articles explaining how it's extract files into a folder and double-click. It is not complicated. But that is going to do it for this week. Hope you all had fun. I hope you enjoyed your vote for City of ZZT. We'll see how I feel a year from now if I decide to eliminate Town and City from the choices, or if I just say, you know what, we'll only take off City. But I feel like Town wins too easily. Town's too iconic. And that is going to do it for today. These streams and the museum, all that stuff is patron supported. You can see that URL on the screen at patreon.com/worldsofzzt. We will raid Mr. Geop. I promise you this. I am copying the name right now. I lost my train of thought. These videos also appear on YouTube. Pretty much Worlds of ZZT on YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, Twitter. The bot is now posting on botsin.space over on Mastodon, if that's your thing. Tumblr as well, at Worlds of ZZT. The works. I'm trying to diversify for 2023 here. Other than that, happy 32nd birthday, ZZT. It's still going strong and not going anywhere. We will be back again next Sunday, we will resume our usual wildcard streams of various unpreserved ZZT games before adding them onto the museum. See whatever we play then, who knows. And we'll also be back again on Friday at 6 o'clock Pacific time. We're going to be continuing our journey through Will's Zaz for Weave ZZT, a quite enhanced fork of ZZT that does quite a bit more. Zaz is a deck building game, actually. It is very much above and beyond what regular ZZT is capable of, and while still trying to keep the spirit and simplicity of ZZT with getting rid of the headaches, as it were. You know, the headache room we were in. Even if some of us like the headache room. That will do it for this week. Hope to see you all later. Future streams. Hope you had fun. I'm gonna get this raid going now. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. Later.